Hey folks, I'm attorney Roger P. Foley, and I'm just walking out of Palm Beach County Courthouse, and I see an attorney that I don't really know, but I've seen, and I instantly have the flashback of starting my career in, I don't know, it was 2000, the end of 2004, beginning of 2005, and my old boss, MJ, Michael Jordan. Now, that wasn't my boss, but I'm just giving you, I'm giving you some initials. And when I used to walk the court with my old boss, he knew, he knew what attorney had what case. He knew what judge was, good on, motions. He knew what judges were good at trial. He knew what judges had biases. He knew, whose judge's wife was talking to what defense attorney or what prosecutor. It was honestly, it was quite entertaining. I would literally walk through the courts, through the hallways of the courthouse, and I go, "Who's that dude?" And he just, it's funny, man. The memories that I have of it. I remember going, walking into a courtroom. It was my very first day on the job, and my boss said, look at the, I don't know what you say, the raccoon's eyes or something. I go, "Well, who's that?" He goes, "It's his first day." He didn't even know the guy, but he knew it was his first day because of his mannerisms and the way he stood and the way he talked and the way he dressed. He's like, "No, it's his first day. He's as green as you." And then I literally ended up walking over that guy and go, "Hey, do you know?" He goes, "Oh, no, it's my first day." And I just remember going, holy crap, my boss knows everything. But I remember specifically, and this is why it popped into my mind. I saw this guy coming out of court, and I go, just in my mind, I don't know the guy, right? And I shouldn't be judging. But I'm like, I've seen that guy in the courthouse a few hundred times. Never says hi. Always sort of has like an air about him of arrogance. And I just thought that for a second. And I go, geez, I haven't ever thought like that in years, except when my old boss would be like, I'd go, "Who's that guy?" He's like, "Oh, he's an arrogant prick. He thinks he knows, da-da-da. He talks about how much money he makes." And he goes, I looked up his condo and he's in foreclosure on it. Or, "Oh, yeah, he's pissed off because his wife is cheating on him with so-and-so." Or, I'd say, "Oh, who's that defense woman over there? Defense attorney, it's a woman." He's like, she's a coke, she's a cokehead. She's in rehab right now." And I'm like, "Wait, you could be a defense attorney and have a, oh yeah, there's like two guys. Yeah, the so-and-so and so-and-so, they're in drug court right now. They got pending felony charges against them for cocaine." MJ knew everything. I don't know. I don't know what made me think about it, but it just brought back a funny time. The beginning of my career when one of the bosses was just knowledgeable. You know what I would say is, like, he knew everybody's shit. He knew everybody's business. He knew the lowdown on judges, prosecutors, public defenders, defense attorneys, civil guys. He'd go, "Yeah, that guy thinks he's good, but no, he's lost his last 9 cases." I'm like, how do you know all of this information? And I used to think, and I still do think, I just stay out of it, that the bar, the criminal defense bar, personal injury bar, it's like being in high school when you're in homeroom and, you would know somebody, but you didn't really know them, but you would see them every day and go, "Hey, how you doing?" But good old MJ can tell you the scoop on everything. And I haven't talked to MJ in many years now, but fond memories of the beginning and getting the scoop. It was, they had, when I was growing up, we had a neighbor. Her name was Nosy Rosie, right? Because she was always in everybody's business, sort of like the homeowners association folks now. And Nosy Rosie would be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Or, like you could be washing your car and she'd be looking outside, or you'd come home with something new, or a friend would visit, and next thing you know, like another neighbor would be like, oh yeah, Nosy Rosie told me that Bill stopped by, or Susan stopped by. MJ was that guy, man. He knew he knew everything about every person. It was just funny. I would say, hey, who do I call? He's like, oh, call the JA, Sue. And yeah, she's great. The judge is a prick, but you just know everything. He's like, yeah, you can't win in that courtroom. He's like, it doesn't matter. The case law could say, judge, you must do this, and the judge will still. He just knew everything, and it would make me laugh because of the delivery. MJ could tell a story like nobody's business. At my best, on my Michael Jordan 79-point day in a courtroom, I couldn't tell a story the way MJ could tell a story. So I'm always, all these years later, I'm always trying to work up to that. I don't need to know everybody's business. I don't even hang out with many lawyers, but yeah, man, just good stuff. So anyway, I just outside the courthouse, I had the memory. I figured I would share it. It is what it is. Nothing legal here. Just being an attorney is a little bit like being in high school and homeroom. And some guys know everything about everybody, their family, their kids. He'd say, oh yeah, he's got a ninth grader who's in football camp. Did well at football camp. I'm like, how the hell does he know these things? But it was almost like he had a microphone hidden in everybody's office across the Tri-County area, Dade, Broward, Palm Beach. So anyway, cheers to MJ, and here's thinking of you, buddy. All right, take care, guys.